All right, hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and welcome to another treat here. This is going to be a Pro League pre-match game. I'm going to be doing at least one or two of these. Played between Samson Khan and Hite Sparkies a few days ago on September 4th. First game here is going to be Firebathero versus Yellow Arnc. Look at this. Both of them look like they haven't showered or slept in about 3 days. There's Firebathero on the left. Obviously, both have been preparing very hard for this completely unimportant match because they have nothing better to do. Firebathero has been on a pretty bad losing slump. I'm sure they're both not actually practicing. They'd be actually good if they were. Just kidding. Yellow Arnc's actually still good. He did lose to Luxury, though, in the World Cyber Games qualifier, so he is not currently in any league. Basically, this is kind of the off season for a few more days until the fall seasons pick up, and this is a pre-match, like I said, so it does not count on the record. It is mainly just to keep these players warmed up. I think it's also to test some new versions of maps. This is Return of the King. I know other ones are testing basically completely new maps. I believe this might be a slightly new version. Not exactly sure. We're going to have to see. It says 1.2, so I'm not sure exactly if that's new or not. I would have to check, but it's not that important at this point, I guess. We're going to have to see, basically, what these two players have to offer. I mean, you know, Firebathero has really been slumping hard. I mean, there's just nothing else you could say about it. It's really kind of sad, actually. He's lost the last out of the last 8 games, he's lost 7 of them. In the Pro League, he's on a 4-game losing streak. I think basically this is because he can't dance anymore. Pretty much. I think it's because Kespa banned his ceremony dances, considering them too humiliating. But in reality, he needed them to stay alive. And he is actually seriously considering returning to the Bolshoi ballet in Moscow, where he was originally recruited by Samson Khan, dancing in a tutu. And I guess he had really good micro also with his hands. Looks like we got a supply depot going down in the base, of course. Yellow Arnc scouting the right direction with his Overlord. He's going to go for a second Overlord here, not going to go for any kind of fast pool. These girls look really excited. This is a pre-match after all, but you know, certainly great players here to commentate, because Firebathero I haven't cast in a while. Yellow Arnc I have cast, but you know, Yellow Arnc has been, you know, yeah, he's the kind of guy who I just want to see just kick some butt and you know, get himself a title. He needs one. His brother's gotten one. His brother's just been, you know, outshining him a little bit too much for any of us to be particularly happy about it. You know, like I'm not like, you know, a huge Yellow fan. I think he's kind of a derivative Zerg player. He doesn't come up with a lot of new stuff, but he's been like struggling and not showering for such a long time. I mean, I think if he showered, he might. I'm sorry, if he won, he might actually shower. Like, if he won a title, he might actually start showering. And I'm sure Hite Sparky would really appreciate that. By the way, what's going on here? It looks like the Overlord might get shot down by the first barracks that's built, but oh my, look at this! It's a 14 command center coming from Firebathero. Firebathero gonna go for Flash's build that kills him usually, and smart enough, he actually manages to avoid the scouting of that Overlord. Overlord running away, of course, right before he would have spotted. And 12 hatch with a pull here coming from Yellow Arnc. Now the Overlord should know what's going on, seeing that late racks. He should know that it is a 14 command center. And this is going to be a 2-hatch build. I mean, 12 hatch is not going to counter this 14 command center by itself. The Lings are not going to get there early enough to kill it off. But on the other hand, this fast build, this 2-hatchery build, I assume it's going to be Mutalisks, should be very successful if Yellow Arnc can control it against a relatively ailing Firebathero, if I may say so. Actually, by the way, I just checked. 1.2 is not a new map for Return of the King. It was the standard, so this is just a pre-match, basically, just for fun. Looks like Firebathero is going for an early gas afterwards, so I guess it's 14 command center into factory. And it's going to be a tech build here. High econ, of course. And certainly, if he manages to survive the early game, he's going to be doing great into the mid game. But that's a huge if. Yellow Arnc has been well known for his very amazing 2-hatch Mutalisk control. I mean, up to the level of Jadong against Terran. I mean, search up Yellow Arnc versus Flash. I think it's one of several. There's might be more than one of them on my account, but do search it up if you want to see some of the best freaking Mutalisk micro against all odds that I've ever seen, that you'll ever see. Basically, Yellow Arnc was not supposed to win that game, but he did with just Mutalisks against a 2-base Terran with just 2 hatcheries. It was just insane. Anyway, it looks like there's just 2 Lings there harassing. Firebathero continuing to get gas. might mean he's going to go for more higher tech. And he's got a bunker going up to be safe. I think that's very smart, given that he is going to be at a tech disadvantage and also perhaps a unit disadvantage for a little bit of time, considering he's whoa, it looks like 2 Lings have gotten in. They're going to kill an SCV, actually. Just not enough Marines here for Firebathero to do a lot of defending very easily. I mean, this is just not the best map necessarily for this kind of build, in my opinion. The 14 Command Center. There's a lot of better maps for it. And it looks like Firebathero is getting harassed badly here. I would say even like Byzantium will work better. I mean, this map, just look at this positioning here. That bunker is at the wrong spot. It cannot cover both the entrance and the command center. Look at this, Firebathero in huge trouble now. I can't believe how badly this has failed, given that it was a 12-hatch opening. The speedlings are just everywhere. And Firebathero just seems to have overestimated the ability of a one-fact build to, after command center to be able to defend against this. I mean, I've never actually seen this, 14 command center into mech. Usually we see 14 command center into M&M. But look at this. Oh, man, this could be why we don't see it. There's the bunker getting surrounded by Lings. But look at this. Firebathero doing a desperate job of, oh, man, but it fails. Desperate job of repairing. There's Firebathero. Maybe he doesn't have contacts in his eyes, actually. Maybe he's actually just playing blind. Usually he wears glasses, of course. He could just be playing blind, you know. He might be thinking he's playing against, I don't even know, Terran, maybe? Anyway, it looks like Firebathero is going to lose this game. I mean, right now, there's Lings everywhere in his base. He's not going to get anything out of his factories. Look at Firebathero. He's grinning about it anyway, because he knows he's going to go back to the life of being a ballerina, which certainly he might be more successful at than StarCraft at this point, being the dancing queen and all that. Right now, it seems like that might be the better career choice. What is he doing? Building a starport in his Natra. I mean, it doesn't matter. Mutalisks are going to be out and finishing anything that's left. Firebathero can't even land a factory. Once again, a disappointing performance here. And this is perhaps why Rise is like not around anymore. He's just been so saddened by Firebathero's play. I certainly would agree in that. I mean, yeah, engineering bay, no units, no SCVs. This is not a good combination of units, guys. I don't know what Firebathero was waiting for. He has been known to GG pretty late, but I mean, this Ling surround, I mean, basically has destroyed everything. These Lings have destroyed him. It doesn't matter. The Mutalisks weren't even necessary. Yellow could just build Lings and win the game at this point. But it doesn't matter. Mutalisks are going to finish him off. Firebathero. Maybe he's going to stay on too late and get weird stuff built on the map. Or maybe he's just going to go on GG. There we go. There it is. Firebathero. Looks like he's at least in a good mood. Maybe he is allowed to do losing ceremonies. I would love to see that. He did it once in a match where he did a weird roll on the ground after losing. Maybe he'll do that. Hopefully something will happen. Looks like Yellow Arnc actually going to shake his hand. Firebathero just grinning because he sucks now, but he is going to go back to the ballet, I hear, so that's going to help him out. All right, let's stay tuned for Game 5. By the way, this is not a best-of-5 series. 5 games get played no matter what. So we'll be going to Game 5, which is going to be Stork versus Lita. Perhaps a better game with two also very successful players, or I guess players who are still successful right now. Both of them still are kicking butt. So let's watch that. Thanks for watching this one.